This is called a dark and stormy spoken word event. So you guys, however, free form. It was a dark and stormy spoken word event. Men and women spilled their guts, and some had memorized the contents. The internal contradictions causing so much friction, it emitted lightning from their hopeless hairdos like a Tesla coil. When a tongue of flame is dancing on your head, you get ideas. You can use it like a flashlight in the tunnel of love. You're looking for an honest rumor. It's reverberating in the collective unconscious. So you're summoning the archetypal on a typewriter. Something for the common man on coke. The way you're wired on the language and it goes all night. When the night is stark and dormant, you can wrap yourself around a microphone and hold on for dear life. As you project the unexpected and your ectoplasm fills the room. The juxtaposition is a little awkward. Writers are like Frankenstein. They stumble through their lives constructed out of bits and pieces of dead writers. They're a walking collage, mistrusted by the citizens who are carrying a torch for the provincial. And you're looking for a blind monk who would take you home for dinner, but you're running out of time. The writer has a deadline of his own demise. On stage, you get a second chance. The spotlight hits. It activates your stream of consciousness. A mumbo-jumbo full of jump cuts and some moments of clarity. Reminded me of lightning at the county dump. Your mind a cubist squalor of the interrupted, looking for the exit. Or you burn one into being with split-second intuition. It is pulling you off stage and off the page. That takes something. Oh my God. Ambidextrous. Amphibious. Or something. That's it. This is called Springtime for the Jackhammers. I don't know if you noticed, but this is an issue of Our. Number 10. It's actually page 4. It goes to page 5. What is it about a jackhammer that makes it hard to concentrate? Like someone drilling a hole in your skull. The sound waves infiltrate your being as the membrane in your ear hole vibrates. And who needs electroshock? It's Monday morning. A lobotomy by robot, not what I had in mind. Did I mention it's the first day of spring and that's no bluebird right outside my window? It is closer to a machine gun. A metallic wake-up call. Like when you hold a naked wire with an electric current running through it. Who needs future shock? I'm living in a city that knows how to dig up sidewalks. When pedestrians fall into the hole, the city workers tie them up and sell them for spare parts. The jackhammer started up at 8 o'clock in the morning. You are not supposed to sleep late. You're supposed to go to work. A jackhammer biting at your heels. The wolf is at the door and I can't take it anymore. I'm being shot in the head by sonic bullets. And the garbage truck is lyrical compared to this mechanical hysteria. I'm turning up the stereo and putting on a rough guide to African blues. There are machine guns in the neighborhood. It rattles my brains. I wouldn't do very well in combat. I'm susceptible to shell shock as the sound effects unravel my survival. It is hard to concentrate. It's driving me insane. The heavy metal maintenance of our domain. The iron getting violent with cement. I'm having violent thoughts. A jackhammer taking over. It is warping the morning with no warning. It is grabbing the attention as it sucks the oxygen out of the room and dominates the conversation. Talk about a cognitive dissonance. It generates a bad vibration in the room where I am lying with my wife, and she is delicate. Rude noises can destroy the mood, with her romantic inclinations flying out the window, wishing that she lived in the country. She is acting like the jackhammer is my fault. Because it is so masculine, I've spent more time with mescaline than with pneumatic hammers which attack the ground I'm standing on, but maybe she has a point. When a computer won't cooperate, I want to put it in the street and fix it with a shotgun. I've got jackhammers on the brain. It's like the dentist with a giant drill. It cuts through concrete like an icebreaker through a frozen sea. And this is concrete poetry. It's like a handheld earthquake. It is louder than a motorcycle in the kitchen. And suddenly it's over. And the drill is gone. I can't believe the silence that ensues. It's like a man who beats his head against the wall because it feels so good when he stops. This is the last one, and it's from my book. And this has to do with the recent uprising or revolution or revolt, whatever you want to call it, in Libya, which I believe is still going on. And there was a pilot who actually refused orders to bomb his own people, which I thought was pretty nice. This is called Bailout, or The People Are Too Big to Fail, for the Libyan pilot who refused to bomb his own people. A pilot has ejected. He rejected the regime. He's floating in the air, a parachute protecting him. It's downright paranormal, and his fighter jet is going on without him. He has bailed out of the war machine and hangs suspended by his principles a mile above the ground. A parachute is fragile as a flower or a cloud, but it supports a man. It's focused on the human. It's a Renaissance parachute. The lines are like a poem which can save your life. The old regime is losing its grip. It's showing what it's all about when pilots have been told to bomb their countrymen, to cut them into pieces on the ground. The pilot is responding to a higher authority. Instead of dropping a bomb, he drops himself. It is another way to join the crowd. Instead of acting like a robot in a cockpit, he is landing like a man and walks away. His fighter jet will burn out in the desert like a cigarette